Hello everyone and welcome back to the Ironside cast with me, Matt. We'll be free for you all here on Recording of Spearhead in the winter. Western Front, representing a triple Commonwealth team today. We have Wobba with Royal Guard up the gate. We have URG without a commander. We have Alpha Skitari also without a commander. Represent the Germans today. We have Organized Development without a commander. Million Joy at 866 also as the Development without a commander. And finally, Pooch as the Mthis without a commander. You can see how this turns out here. We're just gonna try and move up and just get some ground as the Germans doing much the same, but like a winter map with the British. We don't really get to see the British in the winter environment that much. Not that they have that much that stands out with them with a winter uniform. It's mostly just their normal uniform with some snow on the leggings. But the Sappers have encountered the Pioneers throughout the Wehrmacht. Have to get some shots in. Pioneers also moving into the town just to secure ground. Looks like Million has gone for Infanterie. And Jäger here for Poot. Let's see how all this turns out. Artillery has been picked here for Alpha Skitari. And Tank here for UR. Wobba's moving about with their guards, Grenadiers. The first score always arrives with the Bren gun, which is pretty useful. I think he's been in the right spot. So they're moving into the structure here. I'll certainly give the problem for those Pioneers. Their Bren guns are quickly ripping into them. So they will be able to secure this victory point. This is a victory point game after all. So the folks going to advance to get inside this large structure, but the British over are trying to assault the position. Need to be very cautious on their approach. Getting from structure to structure at the moment. The Germans have great coats in the winter, which I think looks really great. British needs to get some more ground though. Quickly trying to secure more territory. Fighting house continues up here near the church. Looks like the battle section is taking heavy losses. Need to get this Bren gun armed the British troop away, and looks like they will succeed. Point is also in British hands. There's some Storm Pioneers coming up behind us. Oh, looks like the Mavs are taking heavy losses. But I don't think the Storm Pioneers want to approach while there's a stabber inside that structure. A few lucky shots, that's all it'll take. We do have some Storm Pioneers trying to get around the flank though. They're getting around the corner here. But being hit by the Sten gun. Great does go in. Sappers just dub out and they can just get back into the structure again immediately. Meanwhile over here looks like the Brits having a long firefight with the Wehrmacht. Orkan has gone for Staff Division. Orkan is going to get inside the structure here. Giving them a little bit of a good position over the British, but the British do have heavy cover to work with. High distance might have an advantage in Company Heroes 2 after all, because it's not factored in. Company Heroes 3, however, height is actually factored in. This makes fighting a little bit different in that aspect. So the Bren gun is on the move. Well, not Bren gun, Universal Carrier. And the same rifle being used here. Killing out the crew of the Universal Carrier, but it can be recovered. Oh, but it might be a lost squad because of it. No, that is a Storm Pioneer. That's a huge loss. The Wehrmacht and the British forces keep fighting in this part of the town. British have not decided to pull back yet. They can get this Universal Carrier close here and they can reinforce from it. Be very careful. Looks like the British took control 2 of the victory points. Which is certainly to their advantage. Looks like a British medic is arriving here to the nade station. Not a bad choice, all things considered. Oh, we have some Jäger outblasting the flank. They sneak it up behind enemy flanks and are disabling their fuel point. There's only one fuel point on this map for each player, so, or for each side, so that's actually a huge deal. That the Alf class managed to just appear from a farmhouse back here. I don't think the British were expecting that, and this is actually a really good score if you can get them in the right position to get the right shots off. Oh, we have a Wasp here. Universal Carrier with a flamethrower. Very good for the urban environment. Germans not going to have an easy time fighting that. Flamethrower's doing his best here. As I think Mapmate does hit the driver. Actually, killed both of the people in it. So it's a wonder why it isn't, unmanned. I guess that's the bug. There's some Canadians in the field as well. So we have some 6th Field Company moving up here. They are not prepared for these Jaegers, I think. You just have to wait for them to get in the right spot. Oh, they haven't been... Oh, too late. Oh, that's not good. That's a waste of an ace squad. Because that is a very good squad, those Alpha class, but they're just... there's only 3 of them. They die so quickly sometimes. Yeah, some fighting pioneers in the field as well. But the Germans have a lot of houses here to work with. Ready caliber machine gun hand out to some British troops here. Unique to artillery, I think. Good anti-tank rifle grenade. Almost cleared out this universal carrier. You know, the Germans still having issues getting to the victory points. Right there on the flank. Was getting some waiting, but there is a wasp nearby. Trying to burn down this structure. Just to deny to the Germans, I suppose, but they decides against it. They have seen the German officer though. The officer is calling in some kind of artillery strike. Panzer posts are being upgraded. Oh, Wasp might be able to get some flames in, but artillery does go off. Right in the way the British have their machine gun. Here comes the artillery. Very precise artillery shells of that. Denying that structure to the British. Another Wasp down here, but it has lost its gunner. So it's a bit of an easy target, to be honest. MD-42 survived for the Wehrmacht. The Germans need to get to one of the other victory points if they want to keep this fighting. Critical set up here. The Wasp makes it very hard for the Germans to really do anything with these structures. As the Wasp can just start applying flames to the enemy. Germans can't really get out of the street either. Very dangerous weapon. Germans have to pull back to get some replenishment. The British do have their aid station here to keep their troops fighting. Fighting pioneers are trying to do their best inside the streets here, but the British does have automatic weapons. Also, they got an MG34 here swimming about, trying to get into a better position, safer position. Now the fighting has somewhat quieted down as both sides are trying to figure out how to approach from here. The British Grenadier Guards are digging in on the southern flank. The Staff Division is doing much the same, just with fewer people. And a few shots being exchanged over long distance here. Critical boarding fire down the street towards the structure. I don't think the folks in this want to stay in that building forever, but it's over long range, so... Wasp is moving up though. And that Wasp can be very deadly. You do a Panzerfaust at the very but they have to get out in front of it. Oh, in a narrow street, that's not easy. Panzerfaust goes off though, and destroys the Wasp. Suddenly, the Germans might have actually turned that around somehow. I am not sure how they managed that, but who am I to judge? Get some Hussars in the field here for the Royal Tank Regiment. The Prince's Own Dragoons. Piet and Thompson's being equipped. Artillery going in. Trying to deny more structures to the British. MT-34 doing his best here against the Canadians, who have pulled up near the church. Bunch of pioneers are trying to get around the flank here with the Gewaltalarm. Pretty rushing. They need to be quick. There goes the Gewaltalarm inside the church. Does do some damage, but does not deny the church entirely. The 2 here in the southern flank, but it's in a very precarious position. Gets cleared out. German officer trying to pull another artillery strike. He's doing his best there in his coat and Ushanka he probably has from the Eastern Front. Lieutenant has probably seen a lot of action on both sides of the war, that is, and like he's been on the east and now on the western front. Artillery does deny that structure as well. Very good for the Germans. They're doing a good job denying the structures to the British. That's why you should probably make use of your officers. They're pretty damn good at what they do. And the Germans can make a lot of use out of the fact that they now control most of the structures here. They just don't have an easy way up. But the Brits are pushing up on the northern flank here. Wasp is riding about here. Or is trying to get around the German lines. Well, I think these Fusiliers are prepared. Nope, they're not prepared. They have to pull back. But these Grenadiers do a Panzerfaust. And here comes the rest of the Germans. Panzerfaust goes off. Wasp cleared out. Too many is inside the structure here, but they're MP40s. Grenades going out. That might be an instant. Yeah, that was an impact grenade here from the 6th. They got mowed down. Canadians are suffering some losses up there. They're trying to hold the line against the Waffen-SS. We also have some Wehrmacht grenadiers coming around. Good use of grenades though, clearing out another machine gun. So the Wehrmacht intervening helped the Germans secure in the northern flank again. At least for a bit. Germans are now finally going for one of the victory points. Try and prevent themselves from losing too many victory points. Oh, the send is up here by the British. We also have more of the Hussars in the field. But the lack of British officers is probably being a problem now. Because they can't really call artillery strikes in like the Germans can. Now this Lieutenant has probably done a lot of work already by being able to clear out those structures. Looks like the British also... No, not British. The Germans managed to steal an 80 gun here. Pulling it back for replenishment. As the Wehrmacht is laying some mines on the northern flank. It's going to be some S-mines. And with holding that victory point in the center, they have slowed down their victory point bleeding. So now the British are the ones bleeding points. That's exactly what you want it to be like. And before it's opening fire here in the British service to move about. Trying to grab this machine gun, that's a suicide out in the open. But artillery strike calling in here by the Lieutenant. Lieutenant again doing an amazing job with his artillery strikes. British are suffering heavy losses. Universal carrier coming up here. It is becoming a Wasp. Trying to get some flames in this MG. But they've taken some hits. Forcing it back. Germans are meanwhile trying to push up here. They have set more buildings ablaze. Some more Canadians are arriving for the British as well to try and hold the line. Going a grenade inside that structure. Almost taking out the Pioneers and actually cleaning them out with a few more rifle salvos. Waffen-SS is trying to advance up here. We have a British lieutenant on the field, but he has to pull back. Oh damn, that grenade assault actually managed to hit the Canadians in there. That's strangely impressive. And the Germans might have the upper hand here slowly. Managed to turn this around. At the very least for the moment. Oh, great, going into that structure. But those MP40s is just too much. And down here, the British are still having a long firefight with the Germans. We got some Straftrooper on the field, unique to German Straf. Some German penal troopers forced to the front line. Germans now securing much of the front line. The British are slowly losing ground. Can the British turn this around, I wonder? This Lieutenant has most certainly paid for himself with those artillery strikes, I feel. The Straftrooper are doing a good job just trying to apply pressure here to the British. Don't get too complacent. Allows the Germans to prepare their infrastructure behind the line.
hospital.
Artillery going in. Just continuously applying pressure with that Lieutenant. The Germans need to bring some more officers out, and I feel the British should probably have some more officers as well. We do have one lieutenant up here, but I think one lieutenant is not enough. You also have a captain now. Already calling in a strike of their own, a time on target, 25-pounder. Do a lot of damage here. Doing the British time on target strikes are pretty damn reliable. And it's going to be around here. That actually might do a lot of damage here. Here come the shells. Doesn't deny the structure though. They all hit around it. But you still hold an off victory point. Another wasp prime down the main street. It might hit a false grenadier. Yeah, burned to a crisp there by the wasp. Wasp is now driving up to deal with these Storm Grenadiers, force them out. The Grenadier Guards just holding on here. You do have a mortar pit set up by them though. Start applying pressure to the Germans if they want. Germans are just trying to figure out what to do from here. I do like the Lieutenant from Orcon is just moving to support Milan here. Instead of actually being down here with his own troops. He's just trying to use the artillery strikes where they're the most effective. Applying more pressure to the British and force them to move. I've been hitting much this time though. Ooh, packed there in the main road destroys the wasp. Grenadiers supposed to Grenadiers. Actually, that was just foot Grenadiers. They're on the mortar pitch strikes. You wait there from the rifle section. They're on the machine gun fire. Mthis is trying to get around the flank here. They have a lot to deal with. Oh, the British have demo charge, have booby-trapped this entire building block. If the Germans try to make use of it, but they can just keep that trap set for whenever they want. Definitely not looking good for the Germans up there. They're still suffering many losses. The Mthis holding on pretty well on their side though. Just keeping the British at bay, but we have more artillery going in. They're going to be more time on target. Looks like it. And that denies that structure to the Wehrmacht. It's now ablaze. Germans have to evacuate it. And more artillery in return here from the Germans. Denying another structure. This city is certainly taking some damage. These engagements, not gonna lie. More British Grenadier Guards moving up. Sten guns and Bren guns being used. Oh, the Germans actually running low on troops there. You have that machine gun over there still. An MG42 is enough to hold them.
Infantry squad has been killed.
If there's two machine guns, there's also one in the trench over here. But the British are somewhat being bogged down. I don't think they have the means to really advance at the moment. At least not on the Wehrmacht side. No grenades are being tossed around here by the Storm Grenadier. Pulling back inside that structure. I do like that British have booby-trapped this structure though. Actually, they also booby-trapped the church. Ooh, so the Germans need to be very careful what structures they enter. Because it could be really bad. Most of the time on target being behind there by the other British captain. Someone from the Royal Hamilton Line Infantry. I wonder if it's going to just be the structure which the Wehrmacht has Grenadier Squadron, sorry. Yeah, it's going to be around the area anyway. Here come the shells. Setting that building ablaze. I don't think the captain wants to actually take that fight. The only higher ranked officer is generally not the best combat soldier. But you do have support here from the Hussars. That turns that around. The Hussars are pretty good infantry. It's actually very few officers that are actually pretty competent combatants. Generally the ones that are from very infantry-themed commanders from very specific factions. Generally only the lower ranked ones. Generally you want to have your officers outside of the main line of fire. It's not really where they excel. Oh, looks like the booby trap there got destroyed. That sucks. Oh, it's not a Oh! It is not a booby trap, it's a registered artillery strike. Never mind, I completely missaw that. So that's what was going on there. Smart use of the registered artillery, actually. Preparing areas of fire, basically. I did wonder because I never saw the sappers actually set anything up. Oh, I just missed that. So we have more SEGAs trying to push up here. MP40s have been equipped. But the Vickers machine gun is still present. I think the Germans might be able to run this position this time, though. They're tended pushing up alongside the Canadians here to hold. And a great job we do with Sherman arriving here. The Sherman might be able to turn this around. Also have a Churchill descender. I don't think the... Oh, the Hussars, they're all dead! Oh, no! You all lost everything there but the church and the medics. Oh, that is painful. This lieutenant has done so much work. And that lieutenant has done so much for the Germans in this fight, holding in those artillery strikes. But now there's the Churchill tank they have to worry about still. And Churchill does not go down easy. Unless the Panzer can hit, but so far it's missing. But Churchill needs some support. Probably to operate well on its own. And because the staff troops are just trying to advance now. Trying to get close with the satchel charge. And the charge goes off. But I think the Churchill can back off in time. Not sure what those medics are doing. Oh, the Churchill still took damage though. Canadians are recruiting an 80 gun there. Well, God, I've even brought up a 17-pounder now. And there's 2 mortar pits. But the Royal Guard infantry is just not able to really push up. There's too many machine guns pointing in this area. Not an easy approach. Not an easy approach at all. Churchill's ready to make a move here again. Moving up and opening fire with its machine guns. Also sap it with a flamethrower, but I'm not sure how much help they'll be at this range. German tanks still up here in the northern flank, which can certainly help the Canadian British troops hold the line. Jaeger's trying to bring in more infantry. And the infantry division is just applying a lot of troops here to support. Squad failed to get close here to the... Well, actually they got close, but they got mowed down by the Churchill. And they actually been a Panzerjäger. Oh, the Lieutenant is down firing range. I think he wants to get that artillery strike off and then get out of there. Panzerfaust here from the Grenadier. Oh, but it bounced off! The Churchill lost a really good frontal armor. Probably the most armored allied fighting vehicle, the Churchill Mark 7. I think, I think only the IS-2 might be better armored. I'm actually not sure if the Churchill Mark 7 or the IS-2 is the most armored allied vehicle. Well, the Churchill is most certainly up there. Especially the Mark 7. The Mark 4 is pretty easy to penetrate, to be honest. Oh, mine hit there by the Storm Pioneers. Just as the Sherman moves by. Oh, and they're dead. Our Storm Pioneers gonna be in trouble. They have to pull back. There's a Sherman driving up through the street. And there's only S-mines, which will not stop a Sherman, but there's a Panzerfaust here. One Panzerfaust, and then the second one. Oh my god, the Sherman survived 2 Panzerfausts? Damn, that's rare. But it's almost down. Can they drive it back safely? That's the question. And the Panzerfaust will do it though. Yeah. Sherman gone. We also have a Comet coming out here for the Royal Tank, and the Hussars just waiting back here for new orders. Also mortar runs coming in from the mortar pits. Let's see, we do have a heavy mortar here for the Wehrmacht. Unique to Strafdivision, the same mortar that the Soviets have access to. Nothing too special about it. Just a very big mortar. Artillery column here by this Lieutenant, who's doing basically all the good work of the 9 structures. That's actually a smoke barrage. Oh, he's planning with the Strat. Oh, he's gonna try and satchel charge to his ass. Oh, he's gonna... Ooh. He's using it as a cover close to the Churchill. See, now that is genius, but I think the Churchill already anticipated it. Still, they destroyed much of the British defenses. Oh, but that high explosive takes on an entire staff unit. Still, they only staff open. They are fairly cheap and expendable. After all, they're penal troopers. They're not exactly meant to be your elite. More Jaeger infantry moving up through the north here. Trying to figure out an opening they can get through. We have a Panzer IV here for the Wehrmacht. We also have a Comet down here for the Royal Guards pushing up. Laying out the machine gun. You do see a bunch of Schumann have been prepared down here. But Schumann are not going to do much to a tank unless they are really lucky. Or it's a very light tank. This tank is not light, it's a Comet. We'll Panzerfaust attempt here, but it gets mowed down by the Grenadier Guard. You take out the gunner in that bunker there. Just a few more shots. There we go. Gunner gone. Churchill on the move. Still needs some repairs though. But Churchill's high armor can certainly help. Activations to Churchill now. And well, the Commons clearing out the bunker down here. We do have a Su-42 down here, a stock with a howitzer on it. The Lieutenant getting off an artillery strike here soon. Ooh, good shots there on the Churchill. That's gonna force it back. Coming down the main street. Schumann are clearing out some of the British riflemen, making them unable to really advance. Ooh, good shot there from the pack. It's gonna force this Comet to decide to pull back, I think. Force the Panzerjägers trying to get up here. But they are in range of another British rifleman squad. Comet needs to get out of there. It's been immobilized. I think that's a dead Comet. Oh, no, the machine gun on the front takes out the Panzerjäger. So Comet could potentially be saved here. But he needs to be very quick about it. And the Brits laying down British artillery across most of the front line here. And an awful flank just to deny more areas for the Germans to advance. Port HQ is being established inside that structure. Rifle guards are so far able to keep the Germans from destroying this Comet. And then another squad of riflemen are ready to move up. Oh, but this Grenadier squad might make it. So they're right in front of a machine gun. You don't want to be right in front of a machine gun. But they managed to get it off. One last guy. But you don't want to be in the front of a vehicle with a machine gun, as you can see. Stumpani is getting mowed down there. Oh, now the British can prepare heavier British artillery, thanks to the captain being present. Churchill tank has been prepared and ready for action. You'd probably upgrade it with track armor if you want to really make it more survivable. The 10% extra armor can really help, especially if you already have high armor on the thing. 10% is nothing to scoff at. The Churchill really needs some support to be effective. It's meant to support infantry. But it is certainly being a little bit of an annoyance. We have a Jagdpanzer on the field here for the Germans. You can certainly have a higher chance of penetrating the Churchill. So the British are losing in victory points at the moment. They need to turn this around unless they want to lose. Saber's trying to push through the main street to try and take out that AT gun. Gets a good shots down range. Pack got a good shot there in the comet. Now there's two comets. Church is doing his best to hold. And so far got a very good shot in actually. Still needs to be careful. They are trying to fight at Churchill. But Churchill has actually taken some pretty big hits. Oh, not registered artillery. Time on target. Hit around the Germans there. Oh, but the Stu just took out the British officer in the squad there. Very potent weapon ad. Hit fires. Misses. He is not the most accurate of AT weapons. That Stu is a menace to entrenched British infantry. Constantly forced them to be on the move. And there's a 17-pounder being prepared here. But they don't really have sight in the Stu here. That's a problem. Oh! So painful. We have a comment nearby. Churchill almost ready for action again. We do have a Panther tank abandoned here for the SEGAs. A very potent tank. Probably one of the best tanks of the war, to be honest. Definitely one of the best German tanks of the war. Can just do a little bit of everything. And it's higher frontal armor than the Tiger, actually, so be very, very careful when you're facing a Panther frontally. Will it be enough to help the Germans through? They do have brought their officers. We have a Sturmbannführer and a Untersturmführer here for the Waffen-SS. The Untersturmführer is actually a very good combat infantry. I guess because he's playing as Jäger. But the Sturmbannführer is still not a very good frontliner commander. Have to keep him a little bit behind the line. Or at least not in direct enemy fire. This German Lieutenant is still operating around. He's done a lot of good work. He's considered regular, so he's actually a pretty normal frontline combatant. There's been calling here on both sides. Just some light artillery there. Lots of Comet keeping eyes on the center though. Jagdpanzer does have to be somewhat curved against the Comet. Comet has a pretty high penetration chance after all. But the Comet can also be penetrated fairly reliably. Smoke pop there by the Jagdpanzer as it pulls back for repairs, and the Comet also needs to be considered that area of fighting. Churchill's ready for action again though. It is a veteran-free Churchill and has been upgraded with track armor. Oh, they're doing a flare here first. Oh, and some artillery going in. Ah, there's a big howitzer here from the Royal Artillery. The 5.5 inch. The BL 5.5 inch. They do a lot of work. It looks like some hits there on the pack down the street. But Churchill's just going to start advancing, I reckon. Not really going to be much here that little pack can do, especially with artillery support. We only really have the Jagdpanzer here and all the Panzerfaust if it gets around the corners. Oh, but they're suffering heavy loss here to the artillery. What's it be calling here by the British captain? It's going to be another... Oh, it's going to be registered artillery. Are they planning to set that up, I wonder? Well, the Sappers having a little bit of a scuffle down there. Also saw some Irish Guard there. Very good assault infantry to be able to Royal Guard. But they're just setting up registered artillery across the front line. Yeah, another one right there. It looks like both sides are kind of trying to figure out where they want to go from here. With an Aufklar, keep an eye on things for the Germans, and a Recce team here for the British trying to do much the same.
Heavy tank ready.
And our Royal Guard is getting there. Not Royal Guard, the Royal Artillery is getting out there. Big howitzers, it's gonna be a problem for the Germans.
I say, who told them to shoot?
The Jaegers are still trying to figure out where to go from here. Nevertheless, dug in, they've been sort of a pillbox.
Under
A
attack.
very potent defensive structure, very hard to destroy. And Churchill's just keeping an eye on the central street. Artillery going in on both sides.
New machine gun crew.
Just trying to apply pressure here. Japan's having a little bit of a... Oh, good shot there, actually. Panzerfaust going in on the Churchill. No, they're not doing it yet. Ooh, another good shot there from the Jagdpanzer. And then the Panzerfaust doesn't penetrate. But the Jagdpanzer takes out the Churchill. I think we're using APCR, which basically is a good way of penetrating it reliably.
Enemy is attacking one of our.
That Churchill's gone. Huge loss there for the British soldiers. Lots of very still artillery spots being prepared here. I guess in case they do get pushed back by the Germans. The British don't really have a way to get through here. They still need to get to another victory point. Artillery going on the northern flank here on the British positions. Pulled in by the Sturmbannführer, I'm imagining. I think that might have been the Sturmführer, actually. Looks like it. Denying a structure there to the British again. Being very on point with those, I must say. Very good to see. The Jaegers doing their best to try and hold here, but the British have a lot of troops in this area. I don't think the Jaegers want to stay there much longer. But they can get out with all the artillery going in. And lots of British artillery just about. That registered artillery is actually really good at denying territory. Like if your enemy starts advancing, you just start activating those. Jagdpanzer on the hunt for the comets. Oh, Churchill AVIE is being prepared here. Churchill with a giant mortar on it. Irish Guards in the field. Good with Thompsons by the looks of it. Very good assault infantry unique to Royal Guard. Oh, but they're being hit by that stew. That's a sizable charge. Got some more penal troops. What are the British going to do from here? Are the comet being prepared? No real tanks around here for Royal Artillery. I guess they don't need to. They're just digging in and preparing all the artillery. And well, the Panthers being prepared here by the SS Jaegers. The Panthers could be allocated to an area quick when there's need. The Panther is a very quick moving tank. Once the AVIE arrives, let's see if the Brits can make any good pushes with that. Because this kind of environment would actually be really good for an AVIE, I think. Comets come down to the center here. Got a good shot there on the Jagdpanzer, but it also got hit in turn. And now the big howitzers are also opening fire on the German positions. Or 5.5 inch artillery. At least I think that's 5.5 inch. Always hard to judge sometimes. Looks like it is. One more artillery is going in on the British to try to set up more registered artillery. Maybe that captain's gonna set that up. Oh my god, he actually manages. Oh god. But he dies for it. Oh.
Lost an officer in action.
That's not good for the British forces. MT-42 being prepared over here. And those big howitzers just firing in, but the pillbox should be fairly safe. Oh, heavy artillery. Where's the AVE? There it is. Churchill with a very big mortar on it.
Upgrade finished.
Let's see how well it performs. In real life, I think you actually had to be on the outside of the thing to reload it. Well, for simplicity's sake, in the game, I don't think they do that, obviously.
Placement under attack.
But I do think in real life, the crew actually had to get outside to load the mortar inside this tube in the front.
The enemy is determined, and we are down to 300 points.
Oh, the Brits are suffering very big loss of points here. They can't really advance here and there on the street with the Jagdpanzer with an eye on it. Because they just come at it piecemeal, which is not really working. Because it's basically a traffic jam of all the wrecks. Oh, but good shot there from the Comet.
Under attack.
They'll force the Jagdpanzer back for repairs again.
Tank ready.
The guy is ready to make its entrance. Not have the longest range unless you use its barrage ability. But it also auto fire if you use its short range attack. They're pretty damn good, because they can lay a lot of devastation to an area pretty damn quick.
Where do you want us?
And we have another Churchill here, another Mark 7 with some New Zealanders. We got the battle group here from Royal Tank call in. Some New Zealand rifles.
Heavy ammo ready to go.
I think the British are not really having the best way of advancing.
Capabilities ready.
But they need to act quick. The longer they wait, the more the Germans are just gonna have an advantage on them.
Coming crew.
See, coming on the move down here. So the AVA is gonna move along. Honestly, having a Comet supporting an AVA is a pretty good combination. Because the Comet is pretty good at taking out the German armored vehicles they can penetrate. And the AVA can take out all the fortifications and infantry. The Comet's not really having much luck against this Panzer IV-H. But the British saw, the Germans saw the AVA and decided to move the infantry a little bit about, scatter them a bit.
Where do you want this coming?
Not really much else is going on at the moment. Both sides are just trying to figure things out. We do have another howitzer set up here by the Strafdivision now. German howitzer in counter barrage duty. Try and deal with those 5.5 inches.
Comet tank ready and waiting.
Both sides are just taking it slow at the moment. But pulling out lots of artillery. I guess it is very hard to push in this kind of environment. Really the best environment for pushing assaults. Lots of choke points where you can get funneled into killing fields. There's some artillery going in up here by the looks of it. You gotta be concentrated. I'm not sure what the plan really is with that, but what am I to judge? Just to clear out some of the mines. Oh, and then we have an Ostwind. The Ostwind's gonna try and clear out some of the British emplacements. When it ready to artillery going in on it. Unless they hit directly inside the turret, I don't think the mortars are gonna do much. Oh, never mind! One hit very close. And also has to pull back for repairs. Black Panzer remains strong in the center here. And the AVE and the Wehrmacht is having a little bit of a standoff down here in the fields.
Comet ready to move out.
Ooh, shot at him here in the stoop, but fails to penetrate. Ham is just waiting. Guess both sides are still trying to figure out what to do. I'm gonna go good shit down the stoop. But he just needs to really make a breakthrough somewhere at some point. Another good shot from the Comet. Comet does have a pretty good penetration chance. Ooh, looks like a big shell hit the engine block there on the AVE. Stunning it a little bit. Ooh, but it's being shot by the Panzer IV-H over here. Have to pull back for repairs. Comet has lost its tracks though. And now the Panzer IV-H is going in for an assault. You know where the Comet is. Chog is trying to come up here to try and repair the tracks. It succeeds. Comet should be able to back off now. Shot going up in the air there from the AVE. They might try to take out the AVE instead. And succeed. Panzer IV-H is again proving they are pretty damn competent medium tank. One gets cleared out though. And that's going to be a thermal straight, I think. No. They just out of range of the guy who was going to throw it, kept being shut off. But something else here probably appeared. The both Panzer IV-H's have been cleared out. But it's trying to push for the main street here, but all the wrecks are just proving to be a traffic jam. Making them easy targets for the Jagdpanzer. And the church is trying to press down here. But it's not really working out for the British. Hussars trying to advance. And there's another squad inside there with a captive Bren gun. Hussars just cannot really advance here. Not looking good for the British Commonwealth. Starcom's being pushed forwards here. And some Grenadiers as well. They're trying to take out the Churchill here again. Panthers are waiting up there. What's it been called here by the British captain? It's gonna be a time on target. Yeah, the British really need to get some ground quick, or it's gonna be over. Simply because of indecision. But I'm gonna start a very good job keeping the British at bay, I'll say that. We have an M10 call in here. Then leads from the United States. Not sure what the British called it though. I think the British called it the Achilles, that might be something else. Call the vehicles a lot of different things than the Americans did. I think even the name Sherman was actually something the British called it, not something the Americans called it. But I'm not certain. Might be another weird World War II myth that just goes around. So we're going in the Canadian positions here. I've been hitting too much. And after this, they're not really doing much to advance up here yet, but they have so much registered artillery, they don't really want to advance, I reckon. Oh, New Zealanders have gotten on the point, but the German Grenadiers are preventing it. I don't think the New Zealanders can stay there for too long. Yeah, the Grenadiers are going to be able to keep them off, I think. No, but the New Zealanders still have to pull back. They're suffering too heavy losses. Looking good here for the Commonwealth. Looks like the Germans might have this handled. They can just keep the hole in the points. Your more Ostwinds also being prepared up here. What are the Germans planning to do up here? They're just gonna make a big drive through and just keep pushing. That could in theory work. Have us up pretty fast after all. Oh, one Jagdpanzer has been cleared out down here though. And the Panzer IV is have to deal with a lot of guns here. This could actually pose a problem for the Wehrmacht. There's some more Aufklar Jägers snuck in behind enemy lines. What is their plan? Oh, are they going for the howitzers? Need to be very careful with their movements. Oh yeah. Oh, they need to be very, very careful. Tossing a grenade there, but that means they've been spotted. Then they open fire. But they just don't really have any cover here to... Oh, they're trying to panzer pass and destroy it. That's not really working for them by the looks of it. While this is going on, we also have a little bit of an armored fight down here. Intense not doing so well here. I've been intended to fight Jagdpanzers. But it does have a very high fire rate. Oh, they've lost the people in the turret on this one though. Let's clear it out. We also have another ABIE in the field. Not sure how efficient it'll be, but you never know. It might be lucky. Brits have managed to get on the point though. So now they're no longer bleeding points. The Germans gonna be quick to try and take it back, I reckon. Quickly rush got pioneers in the Grenadier squad. And the Waffen still really have a way to advance up here. Ooh, Churchill manages to keep the Germans off the point in the center. So the bleeding of points has happened, has stopped. And the British make use of this. Well, this is going on, the Austrians are advancing. I guess they've realized there's not a lot of anti-tank equipment up here. There's only one squad of tank hunters here. And the British really lacking AT equipment here to deal with this. Do have one AT gun back there. Also, the Irish Guards gonna try and take the point. But the Wehrmacht has sent up troops to try and prevent this. The Irish don't really have any cover, and they get mowed down by they get destroyed by not an anti-tank, but a rifle grenade. You might have some rifle sections moving in to try and secure the ground instead. But the Wehrmacht is just keeping an eye on that machine gun fire opens this up. It's just too much. They do take the point. Wow, they actually take the point. And suddenly the Germans have to actually take the point, but they are in a better position to try and attempt so. But then the 5.5-inch shells start landing. Actually, that was not a 5.5-inch, that was the ABIE, my bad. So can the Germans secure the point quick? ABIE is certainly having issues moving. Oh, big set in their pants from the Panzer IV. Again, there's an ABIE mortar shell. You see a smoke barrage going in here by the Hauptmann. They're ready to try and take the point back. Not been too much action up here yet. Artillery shells landing though. Lots of smoke. So the Jaegers are going to be the ones who try and attempt to take the point potentially. Quickly rushing up. And he is also going to be present. Oh no, they're not moving into the point yet. Are they? Yeah, there you go. Now the Jaegers moving in to try and take it. But they're going to face a lot of British infantry. Hussars and some New Zealanders with a flamethrower. So the point remains in Allied hands, at least for the moment. Oh, and the Churchill gets taken out! Oh, looking good for the British Commonwealth still. They've suffered heavy losses here. Common is moving up to try and compensate though. What can the Allies do at this point to turn it around, I wonder?
Enemy causing trouble, trying to take one of our points.
Well, the Mthis is certainly not getting much done with all the artillery going on around them. And all the registered artillery. But that's not where the important fighting is going on. It's all happening here. Germans still pouring infantry to the point. You know, they just have to keep it theirs. Just a little bit longer. And the British know they need to keep the Germans off the point at all costs. It's like one Panthers also being relocated southwards just in case they need it. Because it's a better use of its positioning than up north. Because I don't really see the British getting much tanks up north, so the Panthers can certainly be more useful down here. More New Zealand's pushing up alongside another Churchill. Artillery trying to be called here by the... so that's going to be a registered artillery attempt here by the British captain. But the point has fallen to German hands. The British need to move fast. Smoke grenades being used here quick. The Baldeladon going out. Registered artillery's not going to happen. No, it actually managed to go off, but the captain dies for it. Jagdpanzer gets taken now. New Churchill now to hold the front line. But the British really need to get on the point. This is going on, the Mthis is trying to make another attempt up here. They really cannot advance there easily. Just lots of registered artillery. But it's quickly trying to make a push here for the point. Flamethrowers and everything. Irish Guard trying to get through the smoke. New Zealanders are on the point. Going instant smoke grenades, but the South troops are being pushed forward. But they're running straight into the Irish. But they drop a touch at the Irish troops. Force them to move. Big one around there from the AVIE, not doing too much. Churchill's on Overwatch, trying to do his best. Jagdpanzer moving up. Point is neutralized, so neither side is losing points here. Churchill's gonna have to work really hard here. Jagdpanzer has to pull back. Stu holds the line as well. Ostwinds are prodding the northern flank again. Again, most of the action is down here. Ostwind is pushing pretty far though. But there are 80 guns nearby. And Ostwind is not that armored. That's very easy to take out with anti-tank equipment. Ooh. Who's going to make the move that will break through here? It's been a pretty hard match here for both sides, I think. Although the Germans certainly had the advantage of being able to dig in here. Now the howitzer shells was just trying to land in a lot more. The Germans still prodding northwards. Not really getting much headway though. The British need to get to the point though. Losing more sabres coming up. And some more hussars waiting here in the back. There's also another captain. Ostwind applying pressure on the northern flank. What are you doing much else though? So who's gonna make the next move? There's so much artillery. Irish Guard's trying to move out. Let's just do... Oh, good Piat shot! I need to remember that the Piat can actually fire over obstacles. It makes it a very unique, if inaccurate, AT weapon. You can actually fight over terrain if you know there's a vehicle there. More smoke going in. Looks like the Hussars are going for it. And a rifle going in as well, just for good measure. Smoke's going to clear though. And the Halbman opens fire with his MT-34. But the British do take the point. Irish guards are coming up. Flamethrower and Thompson's opening fire. But there's a Stu nearby. Ooh, M10 gets taken out. That's going to be a grenade exchange. I think that was a satchel charge from the Irish. More smoke going in. Oh, Churchill took another big hit there. Oh, and then it seems to end here. Did someone crash? I imagine someone crashed then. That's unfortunate. Regardless though, hope you all enjoyed the action in this one. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.